All right, recording is starting. So in meantime, you can just introduce yourself in the chat. Hi, Shreyu. Nice to see you.
Hi, maybe I can start with myself. My
Yeah,
name is
just
Devi.
type in the chat box.
I hope you all can hear me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like people who will be joining late, they might not listen.
Understood.
Uh, the chat history is like recorded throughout.
direct debate land vessel.
So I think now we have enough members. Shall we start? Just introduce yourself in the chat. Your name, what your interests are, any specific projects that you have done. So yeah, uh, today we are planning to go through Cursor as a development tool and also go through like the workflow on how to use it to get maximum like outcome. Like one method is where we ask AI to give us the entire project within a single prompt, and sometimes that works, but lot of times uh, it doesn't give us what we exactly want, right? So yeah, yesterday, like while I was preparing for the workshop, I kind of was trying to like understand some content on the web page, and I thought why the Chrome extension doesn't exist. Let me show you what I built. So suppose we are going to fast HTML docs, right? And there is some content on the web page which I don't understand. Like for example, pip install. Many times we have it happens that like we are unable to relate to it. So what I thought was if we can have a chat interface on the side which will have the page context which I can interact with, then it will be cool. So I built this yesterday Chrome extension, and if I ask like what does this line do, where shall I execute it? Then it explains the text on the web page by having this entire web page as within its context. And this is a Chrome extension which I built yesterday in Cursor. And the challenge was like I thought like building Chrome extensions is a tough thing. And but like when I encountered this problem and the problem had such clarity that like I need an AI chatbot on the side which can answer my questions related to the web page. The problem becomes very clear. So defining the problem is the first step, and then building it like in small steps. Uh, so that's what I did yesterday, and today we are going to like go through couple of things that Cursor offers. So has everyone installed Cursor? You can speak.
I I'm actually using the web interface. So installing cursor, is that necessary? I have a cursor account, but installing, will that be necessary?
Uh, I didn't know Cursor had a web interface. This is the first time I'm hearing. I was seeing the mobile interface, but web interface is something I'm hearing for the first time.
Let
Uh,
me show you what I'm talking
can I
about.
show you? Show us.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Uh, I hope we are talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, just to be sure, sharing, share. Can you see my screen?
One second.
Okay.
One second. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah, yeah, it is also available for download, but I can also go to the my own account,
Okay.
and this is actually a dashboard that will allow also prompting.
Okay. Nice.
So they are both ways. I have at an earlier stage also installed Cursor. I
Mm-hmm.
can't find it yet on my machine because probably my machine, I had to reinstall whole thing again. But it is possible here, just like any other AI provider like Anthropic or anything, Claude or uh, Google's AI Studio. You can prompt it, and I think it will write the code for you. Let's give it a try. You guys still able to see my screen, right?
Yes. Please try out something.
Think the whole file structures and so on, finally, at some point, you might have to download off this, but yeah, this should work because it's the same thing. It's the agents only that are working for you within the Claude, I mean, the Cursor app.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so,
It's basically, if you see, they are the same things available to you. This is the GPT and Claude
Mm-hmm.
things, engines. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Let's do it. Connect GitHub. Okay. Connect GitHub. Okay. Authorize cursor. Um, select repository. Select repository. Okay. Copy files. Okay. Let's do it. Um, ah, I think it will take a while.
Okay.
Okay, see what happens.
So what all can it do?
I was assuming that it should allow me to create, let's say, create me Pac-Man game. Let's see if it actually does that.
Okay. Lot of things, right?
Okay. It's probably going to also charge me for this usage-based privacy settings. It doesn't look good. But yeah, let me not hijack this. Let's go ahead. I'm going to stop sharing and you can talk about that.
Sweet feature that you brought up. I didn't know it existed. Thanks for that.
I also stumbled upon it and I'll check whether where is my installation of Cursor.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, so how do we structure this workshop? Like I am like most unprepared for this workshop at this moment because yesterday I was going through all the docs. I read couple of cursor docs, uh, VS Code, GitHub Copilot docs, fast HTML, played around with it, and realized that like going to docs is a boring activity, and like actually building something, a project with it, like is kind of interesting. So one of the another project I can show just quickly is of fast HTML and like couple of workflows of cursor, and then we can just get together and build something of our own. Sounds cool?
Or I have a suggestion, Aditya.
Yeah.
Do you own the IP of that Chrome extension that you built?
We don't think that much about IP and other things. And
No,
like,
the reason is how about we all build it together if it is possible to do that in next 2 hours.
yeah, you can like build up your own individual ideas. Because one thing I have found was curiosity or like personal projects, personal problems pushes you to get things done much more quickly than anything else.
Yeah, yeah, understood.
So I can share the code. Like it's not it's just a file file
No,
thing.
I was more interested in your process of building up or reaching to that final solution or final product. How
Uh,
did you get to that?
yeah. So yeah, that would be interesting. Mm, how should we? Let's build a same process using the same process. Let's build another tool called using fast HTML, another package that we usually that I use a lot of time. Uh, so let me show you like first. One second. Mm, yeah, desktop code file. So we can open. Let's try this. This is the fast HTML app I built yesterday. Mm, is it? Yeah.
You shouldn't expose that Gemini API key. Should have put it in an environment variable.
Yeah, I should have. But yesterday I was like playing with this, and uh, I'm going to like yeah. Thanks for reminding that. So this is what I made like long time for my sister, and what it does is it generates research ideas. We have done a similar thing in Gradio earlier, where any topic or anything can be put in, and uh, with AI integration, uh, we can get like such kind of outputs. It's like a single shot tool, and fast HTML makes it very easy to build and deploy. So, and the code is also very simple and easy. What we can do is we can either walk through the building process of such a tool and go through like different hacks within the cursor, if that's okay. What do you suggest?
Yeah, that's good.
That sounds too, I mean, like, won't it feel too similar to what we had done with Gradio, Aditya?
Yeah.
So, like, the benefit of using a cursor and writing like, having a code repository, do we
Mm-hmm.
lose that? Because otherwise, like, this, exactly what you've done, what you're saying is that we had developed it with, apna
In
Colab and
Google
Gradio,
Colab and
and then
Gradio.
we
Right.
And then I know we had stopped, but we had gotten almost to the point. I think some people had even deployed it using Hugging Face, right?
Right.
So, like, I'm just asking that, is there something else that we could do to uh, do
So,
this?
what
Perhaps
like the
take the.
reason of the benefit of choosing a same project is we can see the different
Hmm,
tools, how they
hmm,
can be used and what their power is. Second is
okay.
you can even like do the function calling aspect and develop a web app around it. And third is instead of Gradio, you're using fast HTML. Instead of Colab, you're using Cursor. So like choosing a familiar project will help you stay in control and understand the context. And a different tool will help you like play around with the features of the tool. And more or less the process is same. So for example, before starting anything, like for example, any project, most of the times I go and get the docs. Like suppose if I want to learn fast HTML, like build a fast HTML project, right? So I go into fast HTML website, go through the docs, similar to what we have done. copy this, and in cursor, uh, let's start a new environment, new folder, say fast HTML workshop project. Okay. Now, if you go in the settings, you have rules and memories, right? This is one. Second is docs. So what you can do is you can add specific documentation files over here based on whatever projects you are working on. And when you're working on this project, then cursor will kind of retrieve those documentations when you are working with that specific project. So it has the context of the tech stack that you are working on. So first step is like doing this, and then there's this rules and memories where you provide custom instructions to cursor on how you want to play around with. And there are like a couple of other settings which we'll see later. Let's start with main.py and also create a virtual environment. So this step, like we don't have to do it in Colab, right? Create a virtual environment and everything, because Colab offers a ready-to-use account. Here we had to create a virtual environment to keep our file safeguard. And I use UV. UV is a fast version of pip or like normal things to install Python packages and like do a lot of other things. So I'll just activate this environment, source.vnv/bin/activate. Okay. Uh, Now let's talk with our docs. If you go here, you have different things like agent, ask, manual, and background. What agent does is it does work with your files in the repository and does the code for you. And you can get the docs by pressing at fast HTML. So you can, whatever we fed in, we can get the docs file over here. And we can ask, create me a simple hello world fast HTML web app. Okay.
Hey Aditya, I think I missed the step to add the fast HTML. Where can I go to add that?
So you can go into the settings and you can go into the indexing and docs.
Okay, because
Indexing and docs. And here in the docs, you can add docs. All right.
add doc. Do I have to give it the link to fast HTML doc?
Yeah, it's better. Like if you give the link, there are a couple of ways in which you can give links to your docs. One is this fast HTML. See that directly the URL. Second is there is something called LLM text file. One second. LLM.
Here it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So LLM text is a same similar website structure, but in a markdown format, which is good for AI to understand and navigate. So it's better if you have LLM text file. Uh, it's better that you give it better than like directly putting the
How do
website.
we get that?
So some websites have started like having the LLM text file, and
Got it.
there's this thing called Gina AI, and they had some feature of Gina AI LLM text. I will share the Gina thing a bit later because if I forgot like how to do this Gina one, but I will share it like post like within the WhatsApp channel. Yeah. here it is, I guess. r.gina.ai. If you paste this like r.gina.ai in front of any website, you will get the LLM friendly version. Like for example, we had Gemini docs we are working with, right? In the last session.
Hmm.
And if you paste this r.gina,
Gina AI reader.
r.gina,
Gina UI.
slash, let's see if we get this. Yeah, we got then all these links
All marked down.
huh? In a single document, which acts as an instruction to AI that if you need something, go to this specific documentations. And yeah, like it's better to also have this if we are working with a specific, we are planning to work with Gemini, right? So uh, let's copy this, the URL, and paste it here. Gemini API and the docs. Cool. So this is one way of having the context of your technical stack within the environment that you are working in. And without this, the LLM will only be able to answer you based on its like training knowledge, which is very limited and out of context. But having this tech doc in context, it will be able to answer you much better. Now let's see what Cursor has given us. I have asked it create me a simple hello world fast HTML web app, right? And Cursor has already written it down in my file.
Sorry, can I interrupt you for one small?
Yeah, please go. Hello.
Sorry, my network seems to be really out. So, in just to contextualize this adding docs to Cursor, if I were to was creating an integration with a provider, I could go to their basically API documentation, add it to Cursor, and it'll use that API documentation as a context to know exactly what should I code. When I say this API, it will refer to the correct API and sort
Right.
of tell me what should the, let's say, the body of a particular API call should look like.
Yes. So it's like uh, having this technical information with AI as well, with your assistant as well. All right. So yeah, like we have this hello world, right? But it requires some packages to be loaded. Now, if I run this, I will get this error, right? So when I encounter the error, instead of going back and forth in another AI model, the perks of having this in a single thing is having cursor is I can just press Control L, start a new chat, and then it's retrieving the lines, the context that I have selected within the context, right? And I can just ask, how do I fix this? And what column is occurring? And you can also select the models as Mugdha has also shown. You can set it to auto or something else. So it says that the pip install package is not there, right? And now what's happening is sometimes the agent goes and like does a lot of silly stuff, and it's better to stop it. One of the settings that I prefer having is hmm, the settings. Uh, so here you can change the settings, right? And I kind of do not allow agent to auto run mode because then it goes and like goes haywire with your files. So it's better to like let it provide the suggestions and you run it. So let's do it again. Control L feeds the context within your chat screen. And how do I fix this? If we type, it means our Python package is not installed, and it's saying that run this command line. But having some knowledge helps. So like I use UV mostly for installation of packages, right? So I just say I use UV to install the packages. Can you give me corrected code? So I got this new code now. I just copy it from here, paste it here, and I have the package installed. Now if I run this, it says address already in use. Yeah. So Cursor has this new feature. Manasi recently told me that it has also has memory. So it started recognizing what the user preferences are. It says address already in use. Yeah, we were running the other app, right?
5001.
Yeah. So let's, instead of like opening the other app, what we can do is uh, we can again ask Cursor to help us. Uh, how can I change or fix this? So it says serve the port, change the port from this, right? And if I just say apply, it applies it for me. And when I run this, now it's on localhost 8000.
So I think in this fast HTML doesn't have a lot of configuration files like other frameworks.
Uh, what uh, what do you, can you elaborate on that?
What I mean to say is that if you create a Django or Flask project, you
Right.
typically have other configuration files as well, like that requirements.php or main.py and all that to
So
help where to
fast
run.
HTML will have a requirements.txt file, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Where like even this package that you need to work with, you need to put it in requirements.txt file, right?
yeah. So when you asked it to create this main.py, then it did not generate the other files like routes, views, controllers like that.
Fast HTML will go to the docs in a while, right? As we are building it. So this requirements.txt file is a good thing to have when we are like trying to keep note of all the packages that are dependencies that are required to install, or like shift the code from one environment to another, right? So
Yeah.
what we can even like ask us is, can you fill the requirements.txt file? And now it's going to another file, putting it false.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Uh, Now this is a very basic app, right? What we can also do is go to the fast HTML docs and walk through a couple of examples. That's another thing. And learn about the database integration and authentication. That's one thing that we can do. What else can we do today? Let's try to build the function calling aspect or tool calling project.
Aditya, I have a suggestion.
Uh,
Since you are introducing fast HTML, why not go with the startup guide, startup function, the toggle to-do list thing that Jeremy had shown, and just show that.
the thing is like people can watch that YouTube video on their own, right?
Yeah, but a walkthrough, a simple walkthrough will be helpful.
Like any,
Then they can build it on their own,
it
like
would
whatever
be
use
better
case
if
they
they walk through the entire fast HTML on their own, because it's like almost 1 hour thing and like 1 to 2 hours thing on its own. Database integration, authentication, hosting, right?
have.
There's no point in replicating what's already there in a good term on the YouTube. Any other suggestion?
In the documentation.
So what Mansi is suggesting is, here is a very nice video of Jeremy Howard who explains how to build a 2D using fast HTML, right? And it involves like the database integration and everything. And it's a really good video. I would suggest you walk through this on your own personal time. And what we can do is, instead of that, we can start with creating a simple chatbot using Gemini API. So let's do that. I want to create a simple chatbot using a Gemini API, the docs that we have fed. Can you suggest, can you provide me the code? The video is kind of a bit elaborative. Any specific things that you found confusing, Kaushal?
I I had found like there was this to-do listing that he does in the video where uh, at some point starts to jump hoops on what he's trying to do in terms of what he wants the to-do list to do, and I have to pause and sort of figure out saying what exactly is the code doing, because the code is very short and fast HTML, right? But it does a lot of things in the background. So that's sort of what I found confusing when I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just sharing that you do watch the video later overall, just like.
Yeah. The challenge is it will be too slow and like we won't be able to then work on our own projects. I just wanted to give a flavor of cursor and then like how to do it like step by step incrementally, and then we can just go on and like building the two things on, and you can pick up that the to-do list project for the session if you're interested in doing that, and then we can have a discussion around it whenever you are like stuck or have specific question. So I apply it over here, and cursor does the change for me, and then I need to configure the API key, right? So what I do is like create an .env file and set the API key over here. Everyone knows now how to get the API key, I'm assuming. And another is UV pip install Google Gen AI. So as cursor has put UV that we use UV for installing in its memory, now it's becoming a bit automated. And let's see if this works. Has it? No, it hasn't. So we open the terminal and UV pip install Google Gen AI. It's installed now. So the problem might have gone. Let's try running this. No module Google Gen AI. Let's try it again. Yeah, sometimes this thing occurs. Google.geni.configure. And even after providing the docs, it does the mistake. So what I usually do is I go manually check the docs. Get this code and put it in cursor saying that this is the right code. This one is the correct code. Can you fix the code in at main.py? And it does it for me. And also like feeding the API key and all. So I'm assuming now you have got fairly good idea about what cursor can do. Should we move on to like our
Yeah.
personal projects?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Well, Aditya, there is something funny that happened.
mhm.
I got a Flask application instead of a fast HTML one. I don't know why. Maybe because the starting point was main.py. Here cursor created an application and I can access it from the server, but
Mhm.
it is a Flask application, not uh, not a fast HTML application.
It happens a lot because what happens is uh, the code is based on fast API, right? Fast HTML. It's more very similar. So unless you provide the context, the docs within the cursor's thing, saying
Mm.
that this is the specific tech stack that we plan to use, it will get confused. And fast HTML was launched just last year. So
Mhm.
it's cut off from the models, lot of models training memory. So unless you use like Claude 4, Claude Sonnet, the 4.0 model, or Gemini 2.5, the recent one, Flash 2.5 series, it won't be there in the model's memory.
Okay, but I followed the same step of specifying that I create fast and HTML applications in my settings.
Okay,
Despite that, and I also provided the documentation as you showed us.
okay. Another
Just
thing you can do is then you can put in the user rules. I use fast HTML and like for
yeah,
me
yeah. That I've also done. That is also in my settings.
is
Yeah,
doing the mistake.
yeah, yeah.
So that's
Same
another
same
thing.
thing happened with me also. What I had to do is I had to tell in the prompt that use this documentation. I had to give the documentation URL again, and then it
Mhm.
understood and created a fast HTML application.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah,
So
that
Thanks.
is
Thanks
it's
for the
it's
pointer.
learning for us because see like even for me some mistake happened. It was using the Google's GenAI configure, the old package, right? Which was outdated and which wasn't working or which was wrong. What did was I went into specific Google's code, extract the docs code, and extracted this part and asked it to refer it to fix it for me. So providing appropriate context helps the model fix its mistakes like much better than just asking it vague things. Uh, and even here, you can provide the links of this. For example, I can provide website links. I can just put here, copy the URL and mention it here. And it will go and do web search and provide extract the specific code. So let's see if this app has been made. Why is it not running? Localhost 8000, right? Hmm, I think the code is updated. Okay. I think it has not updated the index, right? Even after having this function. And like this is what we do, like we make the changes incrementally. And another cool thing that you can do with cursor is you can just take a screenshot. Uh, One second, I'll just show it to you. And say that this is what I'm seeing on the capture. Pass the screenshot as an image. This is what I am seeing. And then cursor will go and like debug it for you. Okay, it says go to local host chat. Let's go there. Yeah, type your message. Hello and send. Yeah, error is there, right? So we go over here and then fix this error. Uh, Explain the error and fix it for the. So regarding Siddesh had a suggestion, right? Like showing the yesterday's walkthrough of how we build a Chrome extension, right? So this is the process I used to build like yesterday's Chrome extension, where I was going like small steps, one step at a time. I can share my notes if that would be helpful. Uh, like I was using another AI model to have that conversation. Give me 1 second. Uh, yeah, I will just bring this. A dot image. Yeah. So first I like clearly define the problem. The first step was that. Then I build it in small steps. Like first I build like basic extension structure, then content extraction, then chat interface, API integration. So in small steps, I started building the extension. So I can share these notes within the WhatsApp group. But I think like you got a fairly good idea on what Cursor can do and how to navigate this. So what we can do is like jump into a project and start like uh, discussing as we encounter the challenges or problems. Cool. Okay. Uh, so any project ideas that anyone would like to work on? It can be like a fast HTML web app because we are also planning to learn fast HTML at this moment. Or it can be like even a Flask application or a Chrome extension or something else that you had a problem that you want to build or solve within this session. Just
I was trying to create low fidelity mockups for websites.
Mhm.
Low fidelity is something that you put on, just a bare minimum sketch. So I want something that I provide a text description and it generates a low fidelity mockup for me. So this is what I'll try to build.
So you want to even build the agent that will give you the mockups immediately on the website?
Mm, yeah,
Okay.
but I wonder what kind of agents, because this, I'm
Agent-
thinking aloud, what kind
Mhm.
of agents or function calling would be useful here?
So basically you want to have a chat interface in which you tell the AI to do specific, create an interface and it does creates it for you and also renders it for you.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. Yeah. Well, one of my friend recently gave a talk on AI is the new UI, and it was like using fast HTML to generate these things on the go. It's a bit complex, but I can share the blog with you, and you can have a look at it and like feed it in like Claude or Cursor as a reference and get
Mhm.
started with it if you want to do it in fast HTML. But if you are like
Yeah,
comfortable with any other thing, uh, tech stack, you can also try it.
actually, there are applications already existing applications that do this. But what I'm trying to do, if I had to create one, how would it work? So I am just reinventing the wheel here.
Okay, all right. Nice idea. Others, yeah, Mansi has mentioned a couple of valuable points of creating a virtual environment and getting started with this. Shall you can you don't have cursor installed at this moment, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can work with Claude artifacts using the same step-by-step approach.
Okay.
Going to Claude, I'll show you in a while once everyone gets a project and like create a visual interactive artifact for the topic or idea that you have.
Okay.
Uh, so just share your ideas in the chat. Something related to fast HTML so that we all have a common theme that we are working on. Except Shrayu, she can work on Cloud artifacts because she does not have access to cursor. It can be a chatbot, it can be a singleton app, or anything else. So another thing I like to do is use existing templates. So suppose like if you're stuck with ideas, I would just go to the examples. I hope my screen is visible.
No, it's not yet.
Not? Did I stop sharing? Desktop application, desktop, yeah. Yes. And go into this example, like game of life to do chatbot and Pictionary, right? And then just use this template or code to build my app on top of that. So I can just get this repository and feed it in like similar to what we have done with other URLs and ask cursor to first replicate it as it is and then like modify it as per our needs. So you can go into examples and you can just copy paste and like get started with a couple of projects. Yeah. Any questions regarding cursor interface or fast HTML?
Yeah, I'm stuck. I couldn't install fast Python, fast HTML. I tried. My Kaushal also tried to help, but I don't think it's right now.
What error are you getting? Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. The
So,
syntax is invalid, right?
sorry.
The syntax is kind of invalid. So what you do is like there's some like exclamation mark or something like that will come. So what you do is you select this part in the from the terminal, do Control L.
Hmm.
Okay. Now see it's in your chat box message, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then ask it like what's the correct syntax.
Also, Anil, I see that you're not working in a virtual environment. So what happens is sometimes when you install libraries or pip install things, it might disrupt your actual Python environment in your laptop.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So it's important to work in a virtual environment because when you install outside libraries, external libraries, what it does is it might disrupt your actual Python environment that your PC is working on. So it's always
Understood.
better to work on a virtual environment. So I've put in the chat how to set up a virtual environment. Uh, Start with that and then start installing pip installing things.
Mansit, can you share your screen of how you do it, like just with a simple walkthrough
Yeah, okay.
quickly? How would you go on like installing this package? For others,
Siddesh here again.
yeah.
I was able to create a chatbot using Go Gemini API.
Mhm.
I struggled a bit because I had not set up the billing and all that, so I took some time for that. But maybe after months, then I can share my screen and let's see if it works. Actually.
Okay.
So I'm starting a new project altogether. So Command J or Control J is to start the command prompt. So I just have to type. So I'm already in the new project folder that I've created, Cursor Workshop. So I just need to type UV when we.
But this will require having UV installed on your system.
Yes.
Even without that, you can start the virtual environment, right?
Okay. Maybe can we try asking Cursor to do all the setup, because that's actually
Yeah,
helped me.
you can.
Yeah. The thing is, I think Cursor doesn't have command line control as of now.
It actually has. I mean, it doesn't have. You will have to click the run button.
Yeah.
Unless, yeah, you do it in like auto run mode of the agent.
No, I stopped that auto run mode, so I untoggled that part, the setting. So before running the command, it will ask me to hit the run button.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you can
I'll
always ask in the chat whatever you want to install or
just
if you want to
Yeah.
have
walk
on
through
one plan.
so I like at least have
Yeah.
a bit of idea.
So post UV venue, you just have to type this source space dot venue. It gives you can copy paste this and run this. So now you can see here in your project file, venv folder dot venv folder. That means you have a virtual environment in your project. And before the folder name, you can see in curly brackets, Cursor Workshop, the name of the project that you're working. So that means you are working in a virtual environment. I hope it is clear. Any questions?
एक बार fast HTML भी दिखा था install करना.
So for fast HTML, you can just use UV to install Python fast HTML.
Yeah.
Sorry, spelling mistake.
Anvit, have you seen this?
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, and with is my screen visible? Are you
Yeah,
able to
I
understand?
can see your screen.
Uh, so created the virtual environment, installed Python fast HTML. That's all I
Uh,
did, right?
okay, no, I haven't done that. Let me try doing that. Can you tell me what?
Can you just type in the chat, Mansi? The specific commands. So you have already typed.
I did already.
Okay.
I shared it in the chat.
Yeah, what I got stuck on was actually trying to get my directory linked to the project. So let me do that and try the CD documents my project sort of thing that you're
Yeah.
making there.
All right.
So you might already be in the project folder. The address is here. So if you see your project name here, Cursor Workshop, like my project name, that means you're in the work folder, in your project folder.
Mansi, by project you only mean the respective folder, right? Say, for example, I call it fast HTML. That would be my project folder. Okay, got
Yes,
it.
yes.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so shall we move on to the next thing? Videsh, you wanted to show something?
Yeah, maybe I'll show my chat history. Maybe that will help understand.
Okay.
Let me know when you.
But like, are we talking about the
Should I
virtual
stop?
thing or anything else? Huh? It's okay.
Just a minute. I'll have to give access to.
You can have access to the screens, I guess.
Okay, I'll have to quit and reopen. I'll join back into this. If somebody else has something to share, they can continue.
What we can
I'll
do,
join into.
yeah, start with our own individual projects, type in the chat, and as we are facing the problems, just mention within the chat and we can interact and pick them up as we go along. Okay.
Mansi, I've done the steps to get the virtual environment in my terminal going.
Okay.
How do I
Uh,
get now fast HTML?
so you can use UV. Do you have UV
You
or
need
pip
it.
install?
You just pip install this
Yeah. So pip install. Hold on, I'm writing down.
Python fast session. Malik Dio.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just a syntax error, and you can ask even cursor to fix the syntax for you, like on the chat, or ask it to provide you the
So do I put this in the terminal or in cursor?
terminal.
Terminal.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. This what you've pasted out there.
The pip install.
I think it worked. Oh
Yeah.
no, command not found pip. Users.
All right. Good. So this is how you install packages. Uh,
No, it didn't work. It says, yeah, give me a second.
files.
Hmm.
Yeah, in a different.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Are you not using cursor's terminal?
Like terminal should be project directory you need
No,
to.
I mean, I was using this, but I then went to my own, like the Max terminal.
Oh,
So on the left hand side, you can see that the virtual environment message is there. Just
Generative
yes, on the left hand side bottom. You went away.
tool generative AI.
So the thing is like the virtual environment is not active yet, and you need to activate it. Can you ask cursor on how to activate it? Okay.
ఈజీ పోయి చేసేది అంటే ఎర్రలు వస్తాను మనకి వాటి వర్క్ చేస్తుంది కోడింగ్ కొంచెం అంటే నాకు అడ్వాంటేజ్ అంటే నేను ఏది వరకు తెలుసు అనమాట ఏ లైబ్రరీ ఏ గిటప్ పోయి
Okay. Siddesh, you wanted to share something? Do you want to share it now?
Yeah, I thought maybe I can. Can I share my screen?
Yes, yes.
Anvit, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, multiple people can share at the same time. No one has to stop.
Okay, fine. So I'll just tell you give you the history of what I have been doing. Just a minute. Hope you can see my screen. I'm on cursor. Okay. So, sorry, I think I'm in the wrong window. My work project. Okay. So I started off by asking create a virtual environment. Okay. Then it ran all the commands. So this is this was the command that that it asked me to confirm. So I hit the run button and I got the output. Okay. So it created the virtual environment. Then I said, create a simple hello world app using fast HTML. I did a typo, but then it started working on fast API, so I had to stop it. Finally, it figured out somewhere the bottom, that this is it's using fast HTML. So it understood. It created the application. Okay, but I think let's move on to the
it's still doing
to the Google API. Yeah, but then after this, I moved on to the creating a chatbot using Gemini API.
Okay.
So first, it installed all these packages, Google Generative AI. I'm using pip, not UV. I think that should be okay, right? So and then of course Python.env for the environment. Let me created an environment file. It itself identified the issues. Now let me complete it. Created a requirement.txt file. Setting up a guide for the API key. And then it asked me, would you like me to help set up the API key or start the chatbot server? I said, okay, let me set up the API key. So it asked me to navigate to this URL, of course, and I created the API key. I gave the API key to it. Sign in. It gave me an instruction also how to create the API key. Okay. So I gave the API key. Yeah, this was the API key. Don't take the screenshot. It's created the API key. It stored it in that environment file, and it confirmed certain things again. It again executed that chatbot.python file. Okay, it confirmed that okay, it is running on this
Let me stop
8001.
over here.
Yeah.
The one thing that I do not understand is like, are you also checking the outputs while it's doing it like step by step, like after each part, or you are just
Yes,
asking
yes.
to?
No. I'm checking the output. So whenever
Okay,
it changes any file, I go through the file and then I confirm that yes, this is what I want.
okay, okay, cool.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Then it figured out that there is an issue with the chatbot. It didn't start. It fixed it itself, of course. Okay. There was this package which was missing multi-part, which also added. Okay. It started. It verified that okay, now it is working. And I on the chatbot, I gave a command or I asked a question. I got a error message. The error message was this: 404 Model Pro is not found with the API key. Because of course I had not set up the billing account and all that. Okay, so it tried to fix itself, but I still got an error. I were down. Make sure you set up the API key. Let me see if the chatbot works. It's now working perfectly. I still you have it figured out that I have hit the free tier because I had not set up the billing as I said earlier. So then I finally went to the Google API page and then set up my billing account. Okay.
You don't have to.
And actually there is a free tier which is
Yeah,
available. So I think if you are, yeah, of course I'm not paying for it. So
yeah.
okay. And this is my chatbot on 8001.
Hmm.
Let me see.
Siddhesh, what is the starting point of the actual code? You just took one of the examples in there, yeah? Good.
No,
So,
maybe I just want to test it before before we ask questions.
so
Fingers
let
crossed.
yeah, point out few things.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. At least it's giving me some response.
yeah. So that
Yes, there were.
yeah. So at
Go ahead, Aditya.
yeah, it built a chatbot, but you wanted to build fast HTML, and it built fast API chatbot.
Yes, it started off with fast API. I had to stop the execution again and again, and then finally it understood that yeah, this
No,
is
it's still
it's
fast
a fast
API.
HTML.
It's still fast API. If you look into the
Okay.
code,
Let me check. Yeah, it looks like it is.
it's fast API.
It's fast API.
So the
Okay,
challenge
so it
is,
hasn't figured out.
yeah, we
Okay,
have to keep on looking into the code in small bits and pieces, right?
yeah,
And
right,
then
right,
like
right.
run them and then build
Yeah,
from
yeah.
scratch instead of like letting the cursor or the AI take
Mm-hmm.
control of the entire thing in isolation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
And then
important
keep on
learning.
asking questions whether like it's doing what we are intended to do or not.
Hmm. Right, right. So it is still on fast API. Okay.
Yeah. And one thing Mansi has mentioned and brought up is like in the terminal below, the virtual environment cannot be seen, right? Activated. But here on the right hand side, cursor uses another terminal of its own where the virtual environment is created. So if you try to run the file from above, you might not be able to run it because the virtual
Correct,
environment is
correct.
different.
Virtual environment was not set up. Yes, you're
The
right.
environment
Otherwise,
is
you will see in
set
the
up.
bracket you will see the virtual environment name.
Yeah, it's set up, but cursor sets it up in its own where it's running the agent.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
like it's just an observation that I wanted to point out because uh, sometimes like people run it through the agentic like the whatever it runs over there, but not
Yeah.
when you try to run it, and that confusion occurs. So
Correct.
you just need to like reset up the virtual environment and make it run.
Yeah.
I think virtual environment is one of the hardest things of getting the work done these days. Rest all the AI agents will do.
Yes, yes. But yeah, I mean, great learning. So, I mean, I tried, I let the cursor do everything on its own. I just kept on accepting it. But yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to, observe carefully and see if it is doing the correct thing.
So hence what you do is you start with the basic code, you copy the reference from the docs file and feed it while you're chatting with the model that this is the right thing to do.
Mm.
Specify the right aspect and all like or otherwise fill in the link. It's
Right.
like constraining the model to the context that you want it to work on. But nice work. But just like keep on rechecking the code and asking AI to explain you the code as you keep on working.
Yes.
All right. Uh,
Stop sharing.
yeah. Anvit, I hope you have managed to figure out something related to virtual environments and installation of Python package.
Uh, yeah, I guess a little bit at least I did.
Okay.
Now, so and once the installation was done, the virtual environment and fast HTML, I said I want to build a chatbot using Gemini API docs. Went through, and now I'm trying to get the API key and paste it and get it working.
Good.
So yeah, hopefully hanging in there.
All right. Uh, so keep on typing your projects. Uh, let's work on something of our own. Shayu, I will show you the clock. All are others comfortable now to move on with their own projects? If you have any doubt, you can feed the fast HTML documentations in any of your chatbot or even cursor and ask for 10 or 15 different ideas and choose from one. Okay. So I can meantime show you the Claude artifacts thing so that you also can build something cool into this.
Yes. Yes.
So open Claude.ai,
Yeah.
and then here type create a visually interactive artifact. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
For a singleton app, AI power. Okay. It shall take input as a keyword or ideas that can be built using fast HTML and output 10 ideas, single line title. Okay. Uh, in a nice visual font. And once you do this, on the right hand side, Claude will start writing the code for you and uh, let it get completed in few minutes, and then I can show you how to publish it.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe like fast HTML idea generator. This is ready.
Mhm.
So let's type like mm, finance coach. Let's see if it works. So see, like AI generated 10 ideas files. So it's like a singleton AI powered app which you can quickly make using Claude artifacts. And you can then publish and copy the link. On the right hand side top publish is there. And then you can just share it with everyone.
Okay.
If you open it, that copy link, you can see the info. This is shareable with everyone now. So build couple of artifacts or one at least one artifact
Okay. Okay.
And let us know if you are stuck somewhere.
Okay.
Mansi, do you have access to Matt Miller's code response for the chatbot or your code
Yeah.
repository somewhere online?
Uh, yeah, sure. You
So,
can check out my GitHub. Hold on, I'll share
hmm.
it with you.
So that like other people
It
can
has,
directly get
yeah, it has
feedback.
a proper README file as well.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute. Sharing the chat, the GitHub repository.
Whose voice is this loud? हरी आवाज आ रही है क्या मैडम? Did I share the blog artifact links with everyone? No. So you can even like use this link to generate ideas, few ideas of your own. Uh, is everyone clear on what to do?
No, I think I'm 3 steps behind, sir, actually.
Okay. Can you go below to like in the cafe and Mansi is sitting there and like co-work with her so that like you all you Kaushal and Mansi or Mansi can go upstairs. Kaushal and they both are there.
Oh, Anvita and Kaushal are sitting together.
Just go upstairs and work together in person. At least three of us will have an in-person workshop.
What do you think,
I mean,
Anvit? Are you
आ
coming
जाओ ना,
here at
आ जाओ, come
down?
up ना, it'll be easier to set up. जगह नहीं रहेगा downstairs.
Chalega, first floor,
Yeah, no, second, 201.
20.
So one thing you can do is like Mansi has shared her code, right? Let me show you. So Mansi created a Bollywood chatbot couple of days back, and if you go on this link, it's a chatbot thing, and this is a README file. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you go in
It is.
main.py, where the main code will be, you can find everything over here, the entire chatbot code, right? So sometimes what you do is you can just copy this file and open cursor. Here, let me open a new file, new window. Open. Yeah. And here put reference file. So Mansi's code is here, right? I can just ask cursor to replicate this code. Replicate this code and create me a new chatbot file in name chatbot.py. So it's like you can easily start working from the templates instead of writing the entire code by yourself. And this might not work because it has OpenAI integration. So what you can also ask Cursor is to like shift it to GenAI or Gemini's AI API. But let's stop this. Let's first. Yeah. Others, any questions so far? Any doubts where you are stuck? Because today's workshop has been like a bit unplanned and a bit haywire. So feel free to have like open up and like discuss and like share your queries so that.
I'm stuck with a weird problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you the error, pasting it in the chat. It so happens that we pip installed Python -html package, right?
Yeah.
This is the required Python library. But it so happens that for some reason, when cursor is coding that main.py file, it
Mm-hmm.
is actually creating a from Python HTML, Python underscore fast HTML, import fast HTML statement. So what is happening? The system is not recognizing because the library name is different. And
Yes.
for whatever I do, I try to change it Python -fast HTML is not recognized either.
Yeah. So like this minor errors, what happens is if like you when you have cursor memories, right? You can or in the rules you can just go and like write that like this is the right thing, and do not repeat these mistakes. Many times it does, right? It changes the model, goes back to the older models, or changes some part of code that doesn't work, right?
Mhm.
That time you need to be like put it in the instructions that this is the new thing and do not go back and change it. That's one. Second approach is having a working good code repository. Like I use Manasi's reference.py over here on side so that like the AI knows what the current structure looks like.
Okay.
So having
So mm,
some good code files within the repository grounds the entire thing to give you better outcomes.
start again. Okay. I'm giving an instruction to start again, and I'm using Manasi's project as well as fast HTML chatbot code as
That's
basis.
OpenAI. You might face problem in that. What I can do is I can give you this singleton code of mine.
Mm.
I'll just
This
remove
hide your key.
uh, key. It's free at this moment, so it doesn't matter. And also after Zoom, I can do it. But if I share it without removing, the rate limit will increase, right? Hmm. How do I go main chat? Yeah. I'll just,
Just save it as a file and drop it as in the chat.
can
That
I
would be
save it
easiest.
as a file? Can I drop it as a file?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Okay. Let me see. Uh, it's main.py, right? Chat. It's becoming very difficult to navigate. Will it go? I'm not sure. No, it won't go.
And you will have to actually physically take that file and drop it in the chat.
Okay, not
It does
from.
work. Mm,
Let me go to from the code files. Um,
excuse me. Yeah, just drag and drop.
yeah, it's working. Let me share the requirements.txt also. Yeah, and also Gemini.py. This is the current Gemini's configuration. Uh, yeah. Let me hide the key. If you got my key, please don't use it. Otherwise, the rate limit will be like reached soon. So just
Don't worry. I have my own. Thank you.
no, not you, but like others. If multiple people start using it, then we can't do the workshop, right? At this moment. And Gemini output. So this is the correct Gemini code. So yesterday I was facing like similar challenge of not getting this Gemini code right. So what I did was I copied this code from the docs, had it as a reference in Gemini.py. And every time it tried to make some changes, I just ask it to refer to this Gemini.py for the right code. So even though like this is like just couple of lines and couple of blocks, but cursor was still doing lot of those errors and mistakes. So having like this small correct blocks within the reference helps the AI stay grounded with the right context.
Okay, let me try that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What's ITFM, Brijesh? Read the freaking manual. Okay. Yeah, read the manual or like also have the manual within the shared environment of where you are working with the AI. And you also read the manual, let AI also read the manual. But yeah, nice observation. Manjunath, you have a hand raised. Please feel free.
Yeah. Hi, Aditya.
Yeah.
So, one thing is you were talking about the reference.py, right? Means I just missed that point. Can you repeat?
So see, like a lot of times, just to get started, having some reference code helps, right?
Yeah.
Rather than blank slate. So I just shared
You
a couple of my files. You can
Yeah,
put
you
it.
meant to say the directory structure like that things, right?
What?
The directory structure. So having a proper directory structure for any project is critical, right? So you mean to say if you can give that reference structure, it will be helpful.
Yeah, like having these good files which are working from somewhere else that you have got in your
Okay.
reference in the directory
Okay.
will influence the AI's knowledge that okay, like, this is the correct structure or correct file that I want to refer to generate the new file.
Yeah.
So like right now I have this code, right? And if I like want to run chatbot, I can just ask it refer to at main.py and give me a chatbot code in at chatbot.py.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So that like it's difficult to start from scratch and go from like point A to point B, right? If like there's so much gap. But if you have like some middle point, which is halfway there, you will have better understanding and context.
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. So one more thing is, did you had any chance of giving an video file like YouTube video of means say example for Jeremy Howard's fast HTML, right?
Right?
That 58 minutes video file and
Yeah.
asking it to summarize means so that we can practice the things on the means once we go to the video. Right now, what happens is I understand the video, but again, if I don't practice, I just forgot that to do project everything. So, did you had any chance of doing that?
Uh yeah, it's the same case for me. I also forget a lot of things because like
Yeah.
when I'm not practicing, it happens. Uh what I like whatever Jeremy has explained, right? It's there in the what do you say? In the docs, and he has this repository as well. Kaushal, it will answer your question also. So, for example, there's a lot of code, right, which Jeremy has showed. So, and in his video, right, and it's difficult to understand. So, one can go here in the repository, and he has this. He explains this to do app, right?
Hmm.
So, entire code is here. What one can do is just go to any chatbot that you like with this, okay, I am working on replicating this. I might have some questions. When I ask them, refer to this file and answer it. And even when you're watching the video, if you face any questions, you can just ask this AI assistant for help.
So giving the video link, that's what you're saying.
No, not the exact video link, but the video also has a documentation, the code associated with it. Jeremy has also given a code base, code file repository. So having this code on site helps.
But Jeremy Howard, the beauty is he starts with small and just builds the
Right.
complex things.
You can then
Right? So,
give the transcript as well. That's another nice question that you have. So what we can do is go to YouTube.
Hi, this is
Go to show transcript. Copy this. Okay. Put it over here. Also refer to this transcript as another source and follow the approach as Jeremy is showing while answering my questions. Okay, because like feeding the video is not, it's very cumbersome to AI, right? But you can at least take the transcript and like have it within the context.
okay, so this is out of the context for this, but if you remember in the Solve It, right, in lesson 13, he has given an approach to give a YouTube link, and it will divide into audio files. So just to curious to know, did you experiment with that thing?
I don't remember honestly. Like,
No problem.
get
Thanks.
into like that trajectory, but we can have it on discussion in the group or like separate DM because we were like chat. Solid is not publicly yet available, right?
Yeah. So the thing is, I can also volunteer to take some classes on that Solve It things what I have learned.
But the thing is, like,
Some
we're not supposed to talk about Solid outside the course.
no the Python programming things.
Okay, let's talk
Discuss.
about it like post this.
Yeah,
session.
yeah, sure. Thanks.
Shreya, you had some query?
Yeah, I just entered what I wanted to do, and the code is written,
Okay.
but I'm not able to publish it. So I asked again in the chat box, how do I do I need to install the fast HTML to publish this
No,
code?
not fast HTML.
Or yeah.
We're not
So,
going to work on fast HTML over here. It's just Cloud artifact.
okay. Okay. Can you just show me again
Can
with
you
a
share
simple?
the screen where you're stuck?
Okay. Okay. I will share you the screen. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So
But
I
it
just
takes to some other code, right?
no. I think from this.
Okay.
I actually asked him to write it using fast HTML. So that's why it is
Yeah.
with the fast
The,
HTML.
the
But
challenge is you will need to run fast HTML only runs on like your laptop, right?
yeah.
Locally. And then you have to host it somewhere.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
one. Second is Cloud Artifacts only uses HTML and React components. So you can't
Okay.
specify specific tech stack for it to work.
Okay.
But what you can do is you can ask it, convert this code from fast HTML to Cloud Artifacts, visually interactive Cloud Artifacts, whatever it might be.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Because like the tech stack is different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will stop sharing and I will be right back. Okay.
Others have you started working on any project? We can tell cursor also the same URL. Yes, you can. Gentleman is Jeremy Howard. He is one of the what do you say, pioneers of generative AI landscape, the language models. The everything started with ULM fit, and he developed this algorithm, and then he has couple of courses online, Fast AI and like Solve It. Fast AI is like publicly available at this moment. Everyone can access. It's for deep learning and machine learning. And Solve It is another course which is going to be announced maybe like in a month or two. It's one of the wonderful courses on how to leverage AI assisted learning. We'll share more details as it comes.
So, Aditya, just I have experimented with fast HTML and chatbot with Gemini. Okay, it's running, but I'm not able to access it. I'm getting like 404 errors. Okay.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
And also like for Brijesh's question, Jeremy is also a creator of Fast HTML. I forgot to mention, ironically. So he made this entire package of Fast HTML so that like people who code in Python can develop web apps very simply and easily. So if you go to the docs, you can see authentication, database integration, everything is mentioned. So you don't have to like juggle between multiple libraries, as Shubham was asking initially, right? Whether we'll have different files or not. Everything can be in a single file. Just quick check with the others before we get into Manjunath's project. How are you doing? Like, have you started with any project so far? Are you stuck anywhere?
Uh, Something I tried providing the files that you have shared as a reference. I also started a new chat and provided those files as a reference and said that forget the previous context and start building the chatbot again. And even after that, cursor made the same mistake, and I cannot run the code.
Uh,
So
what mistake?
basically, the error that I mentioned, it is the same error that is being thrown again because the import statement it is getting wrong for some reason. Same error.
Uh,
I'm putting that in the chat.
can you show your screen quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. From Python, first import first. Okay. This one, no?
Yeah.
Sometimes what you need to do is just cut the code and like write your own code, right?
Yeah, that's basically where I have come. So
Yeah.
instead of working on Cursor, I actually started working on Microsoft Copilot, and it gave me some basic code to put into the thing. And I'm pasting that code right now into Cursor, and let's see whether it works out.
Yeah. Like, yeah, don't shy away from like manually editing the code and also like going into the docs, reading what the right code is, and then bringing that in.
That basically is the only way to get this right because if it continues to repeat the same pattern, there's no point letting it run on its own.
And like no point
So,
in having us in the loop.
yeah.
Like that's where like the pair programming coming, AI and human collaboration, where humans can like also like go and like gather the right context and fix the code sometimes. And that's why like learning how to code is also important.
One thing I wanted to talk about is the checkpoints. So I haven't used checkpoints. So getting back to a given checkpoint, it would be kind of a rollback, right?
Yes, restore checkpoint means like rollback.
Okay, but even doing doing that didn't help me. So I guess I'll have to start from the scratch. All
Mhm.
right, let's go ahead.
Sometimes like throwing away the code is the only thing that you can do when you're stuck like somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Sharyu, is it AI powered?
Yeah, I haven't edited any sentence. The first the first page you are seeing on the link. So it is AI.
No, I think it's not. Uh, can you ask Claude whether it's AI powered, whether it's working? Because every time it feels like it's giving the same statements, 10 statements
Okay,
repeatedly.
okay, okay.
Manjuna, do you wanted to share?
Yes, Aditya.
Yeah.
So I was just the replicating the thing means to have a chatbot with fast HTML as a framework, right? So I see this server is being started, but
Okay.
when I try to access the port, right? So it's getting like 404 not found error.
Okay. Can you go back in the code? Have you tried running my code, or you have modified it?
No, no, no. I just created. I have given the context to cursor, as you said in the index and docs, the Gemini and fast HTML context, and I asked to create.
Yeah. Well, what you do is first try running my code by putting in the API key. See if it works.
Okay. So I missed that. So you have shared your code, right?
Yeah, in Zoom chat, I have shared the code. If you go into the Zoom chat, the file will be there.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes like the first step is like when you're taking someone else's code, right? Just verify whether it's working in your environment or not
Okay.
by filling API keys and everything. First making that work, replicating as it is, and then making the changes as per your customization.
So I think I'm not able to see your file. I'm only able to see Mugda's error.
Uh, Let me
I
reshare.
just I just means I got disconnected and I again
No
logged back.
problem.
So
I'll reshare it. Code files. Task show. I have reshared the file with you. I'm not sure if it's the right file. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So you can just put your Gemini API key, get started with this. First, see if it runs, and then like use this code to create your own chatbot using this as a reference.
yeah, sure, and I will do that.
How are we doing with time? We're almost out. Any other interesting things, ideas that people are working on? Or somewhere they are stuck?
I'm still trying to convince Cursor to use fast HTML and not fast APIs.
Have you changed the docs? Put it in the docs, the fast HTML.
Yes, yes.
Also, while you're doing that, are you putting at that docs, referring to those docs while you are having the conversation?
Okay, I didn't do that. Maybe I should try that. Okay.
That's
Okay.
second.
I thought that it always refers to the docs by default.
No, not always. Unless you, like you mentioned in the cursor rules, that always refer to these docs, it doesn't. Right now, like
Okay.
the docs are just present. It doesn't know when to
Okay.
use it unless you call it.
Okay.
That's one. And second is, what has been happening is, see, like, you have been talking to AI about fast API, right? So far.
Yeah, I'm new to fast HTML. I didn't work on this
No,
before
no.
this
Well,
meeting.
what I'm trying to tell you
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the AI's context is not fast API because you have been talking so far only about fast API. So
Okay.
you need to
Okay.
restart the project or restart the chat so that the old context is deleted.
Okay.
So maybe in a new folder or new repository where there is no influence of fast API.
Okay. Let me try.
Yeah. Well, what happens is like the earlier dialogues influences the subsequent dialogues.
Yeah. And the package is fast-html, right?
If you want to install the package, it's Python
Yeah.
hyphen fast HTML.
Fast HTML is a complete word.
Yeah, fast HTML. I have shared the requirements.txt file also, so you can just pip install that requirements.txt file.
Yeah. Try that.
Anvit, are you able to move forward?
Yeah, just one second. Hi, Aditya. Yeah, I mean, we had to restart, but I think we're making progress. Let's see in a minute or so.
Kaushal, what are you working on today? Kaushal, can you hear me? Seems like you can't. Rajendra sir, what are you working on? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Mm, any questions, any queries?
Hello. Yeah. Hi, Aditya.
Yeah.
So I'm able to run your main.py and I just gave it as a reference and I'm just working with the chatbot that py what I have. So apart from this, I have a question. So in the LinkedIn, you have posted that Kento Learn, right? So means you advise people to join those meeting hours,
Yeah.
right? Uh, I did miss the first workshop. So do you have any link for to watch those?
Those are not recorded sessions. We just do demos over there. Kentolan is a another platform started by one of our mentors and close friend, Isaac. He also joined our AI study group recently. And whatever he's doing, he's posting as like whatever we introduce, we post it in a after that in a LinkedIn message post. So if you go to the links also, like you might be fairly able to know.
So, do you feel that Marima is good enough for? I mean, I don't know.
I
So
haven't
he was.
used Marimo, so I won't be able to comment. Like I'm thinking of learning and how to use it. I don't know how AI interface is there, but yeah, it's worth.
So this is like an alternative to fast HTML or not?
No, Marimo is alternative to Jupyter notebooks.
Like okay, yeah.
So for others who don't know Marimo, I will just share a quick link of Marimo. So similar to Google Colab that we have worked online, Marimo is for offline.
There also used to be Eves, actually, Anaconda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marimo, Mayo.
Yeah. Marimo has been recently like launched maybe like 1 or 2 years back, and it's similar to Jupyter Notebook, similar to like I haven't used Anaconda, so I do not know about it. But
It's
yeah, Anaconda
practically the same.
notebook interface, right?
Yeah, same interface. It's runs on your local drive
Yes.
instead of on browser. The
I guess
same
it
interface.
also runs the same, and Marimo also is kind of similar.
Mhm.
But Marimo has like this separate, like it's like a Google Slide plus Jupyter Notebooks.
Right.
It's quite cool. You should check it out if you have worked with Anaconda or notebooks before. And if you join the Isaac's platform, one of the technical persons from Marimo is also present, and he also demos every Tuesday. His name is Vincent. So yeah.
So Aditya, I am able to run chatbot, and apart from that, for this cohort, right? He was cohort. Jeremy is coming with Solve It. I am very much curious. So on that part.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully
We
it
can.
will be a public video so that we can share with others also in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what Manjunath is referring to is the methodology of working in a specific problem-solving approach. And I can share a gist about it, which is this. Um, and like repeatedly while building Claude artifacts or even like doing this work, we follow this approach somewhere or other. So if you go to this link of summary of polars how to solve it with code, you can get a rough idea about the process that one takes while solving any problem. Shall were you able to fix the artifact for making it AI powered?
Yes. Actually, it has taken pre-written sentences. That's why it was output the multiple same sentences. So I have changed now. Actually, my laptop was hanged, so I joined again. So I will be back with the new link.
Okay.
Yeah.
The best part about Claude artifacts is you can also create it on mobile through mobile app.
Yeah. I
Mobile
read it.
devices. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Aditya, so the artifact you shared, right? So in the initial workshops, how to get a means about the project idea, getting a project idea and making it a cloud artifact. So that we can use reuse in any of the project ideas, right? To explore anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reuse this to in my company work, and it was very good. So thanks for that.
Oh, nice. Any specific one that you are referring to?
Basically, I work in a construction domain. The thing is, in Abu Dhabi, the Abu Dhabi government, right? They have this,
Artifact. The specific artifact.
the same thing what you have shared with me. So there is Reef's prompt.
Okay, hyperreach prompt.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just used that, and I have iterated multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Generated.
Yeah, that's a fun way, like where we just like brainstorm with AI and like describe the problem even before beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me share that again with you. Thanks for sharing that, Manjula. How is everyone doing? Making some progress?
Some problem here. My requirements file is not aligning for some reason with the pip installed versions. So I'm
What
going to
do you
share my
want?
screen.
Yeah, please share. Do you want the requirement files to be updated or the
Yeah, requirement files will have to be updated. Let me show you, because of which I am constantly getting into error. Yeah, I see. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Give it a couple of seconds. Yeah, I can.
Okay. Here's my requirements.txt file, fresh, right? It was suggested by this cursor.
Okay.
And I checked after installation, this is the version that is installed. Python 5.html is this version, right?
Yeah.
And Google Gen AI is this one, which is not matching this.
You can just edit it now, Mugdha.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll have to change that.
No, if and like it's matching. It's just like install the greater than version of those specific versions, right? So greater than this.
First condition will be met,
Yeah.
but okay, yeah, even the second condition should be met, right?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know why I'm still getting an error.
What is the error?
Just a second. Sure, yeah. Yep. The same one.
Module not found. Can you
Yeah.
install this one? Can you go into problems?
Into?
Beside the terminal, tag these problems above. No. Like in the below the terminal box on the left hand side corner. No, terminal, where the terminal is, in that interface, if you see left hand side, can I type this one? Can you see?
Maybe you share and show me.
No,
I'm
there
getting
is
it.
this problems, right? On your screen.
My screen.
Yeah.
I see Control K, generate a command.
No. Can you read on the screen, please?
Yeah, there is a problem. Yeah, there is a problem. Found it.
What's the problem saying?
Yep. Let me share once more. Here we are. Share. Yep. Here's the problem. Wildcard import from a library is not allowed. Why? This is in the standard code, right?
Wildcard import from a library. What is it referring to? What's line? Line 1, column 29.
Yeah, this is very first one.
The thing
It's
is like
saying this is
the gap is there, no? Import star. I think gap should not be there. Just, yeah, save it. Save it.
no, it will not solve because you see this, it is still there. Okay, I'll save.
Can you go into main.py?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the main.py, chat.py
No,
is my main.
my file and just copy the first line from that. The file that is it the file that I have shared?
No. Your file is among the reference.
Okay.
This is the main.py. Let's see.
Okay, just yeah, it has space, right?
Yeah, it does have space. So why it is so?
Can you
I'll
go to this terminal
try
and
run this.
packages?
Terminal. Let's see. I have to get here first. Okay. CD reference. Slash chat. But oh.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay. Now I run yours. Python and main.py.
No, still like, it won't be able to run because packages are not installed. You have to install the packages in here.
Yeah, I've already done that like 100 times. You see
Can
this.
you do this like which fast HTML, Python fast HTML or to see?
Okay. Yeah, there is a command for that.
Or just like delete this PowerShells and restart from scratch.
Okay. Try delete.
Yeah.
Delete.
I'm going to your chatbot.py code.
Okay. I start a new terminal. Okay.
Yeah. The virtual environment is not active, it seems, no?
Yeah, it is not active because it is code files. It is under a flash HTML. CD.
Activate the virtual environment.
It is under one level actually.
Okay.
And it is now I'll have to activate as per the command that she has provided, Manasi had provided in the chat. So where did it go? Stop sharing.
So do you use UV for
UV? I have you just installed it.
Okay, so you can do UV when
UV when actually a virtual environment already exists here.
Yeah,
so under fast HTML,
the
it
command.
needs to be activated.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it activated now?
Yeah, I'm activating it now. Actually, my previous command was wrong. I didn't give the correct path. Now I'm doing that. Okay. Yeah, it is activated. It shows screen once more. Yeah. So the sum total is I just spent time installing the environment rather than working on the code. Right? Now I'm going to pass HTML. Now I'm going to run first my code.
No, first install the requirement file. UV pip install. R
Okay.
requires for text.
Okay. Pip install.
I will type the text. Copy paste this code. All small. Yeah, fine. It's correct.
Got it, right?
Yeah. There's spelling mistake.
Yes. Okay, require.
Yeah.
It could be the reason
Can you
that I installed UV, but the rest of the commands I did not follow UV. I was directly installing other things with pip install rather than UV pip install.
nice.
That could have been the reason.
Yes. So
Okay.
the virtual environment might be different then. But
Yes,
try
exactly.
running this, see if it works now.
Yeah, I'll try once more. Now, Python chatbot dot Viva. Okay.
Is it running?
Yeah, it seems to be running so far, no error.
Oh, cool. So at least like the error got removed, right? Fast HTML.
Now I have a different error. Okay. That is understandable. I did not provide the API key. That's okay. But I got it started. Yeah, working. Okay, let's go ahead. I'll stop sharing.
So we are on closing time. Do you want to like just quickly share the learnings, problems, challenges, what I've been working on, and we'll wrap? Anyone like to go first?
Given the number of problems that I came across, and I see also other people facing the same, I think automated setup of environment is necessary. Way before we work on the program, probably run a script to ready the virtual environment.
Yeah, virtual environment setting is one of the biggest headaches, right?
Now I'm getting hang of it.
Yeah. Maybe like having a few keywords or like something beforehand will help every time we start a project.
It would be a nice project actually, unless it is already made by somebody else. That look at any .py or a fast HTML file and install all the necessary things to run it.
Yes, that's one. Also, what like good, like I have seen my mentors from fast HTML, like people who are building, even like building the package, they do is they have couple of good fast HTML files in their reference, which are like heavily documented and like very high level of code. So Kaushal has typed something also like separate using cursor to generate code, but also not use cursor's terminal. This ensure it doesn't keep installing the long libraries. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate a bit? Your voice is not audible for some reason.
I think he left.
He left. His video is here. Fine.
Okay, can you hear me now? I assume that you were saying you didn't understand which aspect, Adi?
The last line, the generate code and cursor's terminal, keeping them separate.
So at least I have found this useful in everything I've been trying is that sort of, you should you generate the code in Cursor and ask you to keep generating new things, etc. But the moment it starts to install libraries and is trying to figure out virtual environments, you lose control of that entirely. And it goes on its own trip, and then it starts then it takes your code into that fast API or something else entirely where you're not even looking to go, right? Easily. So because it's trying to solve the main problem, but it doesn't solve it the way you want to. So at least two things. One is that you should have a consistent setup that should not stop because you stop cursor. So keeping things in the cursor's terminal feels like the wrong place, because then if your virtual environment is not running because your cursor is not running, so virtual environment is not running, so you can't even just run your app on your own, right? So it would, at least I found it more useful to sort of say tell cursor what's happening in the terminal, the normal terminal, or the terminal app, not cursor's terminal, and then use cursor mainly to generate code and give all the necessary reference files and so on. But at least then it is able to make code changes. You understand the code changes, then you run it on your own. But it's not doing the running and fixing things because it thinks what it wants to fix. Does that make
No,
sense?
no, you should not do that. The benefit of cursor is you can quickly pass on the errors from the terminal to the chat, right? And you can interact with the errors. If you start another terminal out of the cursor's environment, then there will be added friction in it.
I think that you're right, but that's what when I'm trying to maybe optimize my cursor's usage, I agree. But I think given what you were saying earlier is that your environment setup and that being correct, and the right dependencies, the right versions of that should stay stable on your terminal.
So
And once
yeah, you should not let cursor play around with it automatically. You should be typing the code and making the changes. You should not let AI make those changes for you. So it's
okay,
you have to stay in control. Like if you need to install specific packages, then you go and install them by copying the code in your terminal. Instead of cursor do it for you.
okay, fair enough. Then that's also an option. Yeah, fair enough.
That's what
But do it within cursor ka terminal is what you're saying.
right. Even
Okay.
when I run Gemini CLI, I run it within the cursor ka terminal because having another AI chatbot on the side, which can look into my files, which can go to the repository, helps me a lot. It's like a nice UI to look things into. And the third thing that you mentioned, right, the fast API, like the cursor getting into some other trajectory. Again, there you have to build in human checkpoints to stop it. Like if it's going tangential, just stop it there or go to a previous checkpoint and restart from scratch.
Yeah.
Unless you look at the code meticulously, line by line, or at least the portion, it won't happen. Then cursor will if you it's like you and cursor are fighting with each other to stay in control. Cursor is I will do everything for you. I will do this, do that, and it will then again mess up everything. Whereas as a human, your role is to now constant this AI into doing just a small minimal part, the next step. Yeah. Maybe I can share one of my project walkthroughs, like the Chrome extension one or any other function calling one, and that might help in how I use personally. Today I did not do that because I wanted everyone to just experiment with cursor hands-on. But I can you have been telling me to create Loam videos, right? And yeah, I think it's overdue to do that. So I'll just create one and share.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm hitting a bit of a wall today. I've been on different things since early morning, so
yeah,
I'm going to take a bit of a break.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Like just create one small cloud artifact so that like you can have at least small win for today's session.
I had a couple of other wins earlier today. I want to work on those. I'm trying to do some MCP stuff and all also recently.
Yeah.
So,
And you can integrate MCPs within Cursor also, by the way.
that is one of the things I want to do right now.
Right.
Exactly. That's it. Chalo, yeah. Bye. See you guys.
All right then. Let's call it a wrap. Thank you, everyone.
We are having another session tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow I will confirm with Sriram and
All right.
we'll message. It's there. I will just ask him to uh, have a discussion in the group. It's on N10. Like I think a couple of people are excited about that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Bye bye.